Listen to Comprehensible English through my slow English vlogs. Enjoy. I arrived in Mexico City around 7 a.m. Super early. I was so tired. I had to sit down on the sidewalk and rest for a little bit. I was so hungry because I took the night bus. So I knew exactly what I needed. Avocado toast. My favorite. With a beautiful view. I waited around until it was time for me to check in at my Airbnb. I booked an Airbnb in the center of town. I pushed the elevator button and rode all the way up to floor number 30. I love elevators with mirrors. I walked down the hallway all the way to my apartment. I put in the security code they sent me through Airbnb. I walked in, and the first thing I did was take off my shoes. Always. The first thing I do when going into an apartment or home is to take off my shoes. The apartment's kitchen was small but beautiful, with a big sink, a nice blender, and a little stove. No oven, though. That was a drawback. But the refrigerator was big, and so was the living room. I loved the big windows where I could sit down and work. I think sunlight is super important to have a happy life. If you work in dark spaces, you can feel sad often. That's why I love big windows, like here. Another part that I loved was the balcony. It was small and cozy, perfect for reading a book in the morning or afternoon. I loved the apartment. I was going to stay here for 1 month, so I was really happy I chose a nice apartment. You can see so much from the 30th floor. People dancing, people walking, and we were right next to the monument in Mexico City. To me, the bathroom is one of the most important parts It just has to be clean. That's it. But this one went above and beyond my expectations. With a clean toilet, a big sink, cups for toiletries like toothpaste or soap, a space to keep things like my hairbrush or a blow dryer, and the shower was just beautiful. The pressure was very strong, which is hard to find sometimes in Mexico. And in general, it was just a clean bathroom, which I love. After checking in, I looked for a place to have lunch. I found a beautiful vegan restaurant and I ordered the burrito, the burger, and the guacamole. And it was all above and beyond my expectations. I loved that meal. I couldn't believe it was all vegan. No meat, no dairy, nothing. I saw this big palm tree that had flowers growing around it. I went back home and rested for a little bit before heading to the gym. Yes, this place also has a gym with treadmills and spinning machines, rowing machines, a big space to work out, kettlebells of all different shapes and sizes, classic dumbbells, of course, benches to use, and even a fancy ski ergometer, a punching bag, and then you walk upstairs and go past the bathroom, the spa, and the sauna, and you will find my favorite part, the pool. It was a magnificent pool. The water was actually warm and the view was stunning. After working out, I love going for a dip in the pool, relaxing on the little couches and enjoying the view. I always keep my bag with me, always packed with a water bottle and some goggles and a swim cap because it was mandatory to wear one when you swam in this pool. I've always thought I look so silly with goggles and a swim cap, but it's so refreshing to swim after working out. They even had a jacuzzi to relax in after, with lots and lots of bubbles everywhere. Can you tell me about a place you went that had such a beautiful view? Where was it? And when did you go? After working out and swimming, I went to get sushi at my favorite place, downtown. I got the aguachile sushi and a tostada with tuna and avocado. Something about me is that I don't eat the full sushi roll. I take bites. I know it's wrong, but I enjoy it more that way. What about you? Do you eat your sushi rolls in one bite or two? Finally, after a long and tiring day, I was craving something sweet. So I walked downtown. I found a Krispy Kreme that luckily was still open. I ordered a coffee and 6 donuts. One of them was a Harry Potter Ravenclaw donut. It was blueberry and delicious. Another one was brownie flavored. Another one was apple cinnamon. And the last one was pumpkin spice. And then it was definitely time for bed. The next day, I ordered takeout. Some green enchiladas and red enchiladas. I like to start my day by walking around the park to breathe in the fresh air around the trees and get my daily intake of sunlight. I saw some kitties hugging each other under a chair. And I found an Italian restaurant just around the corner. So I stopped to eat some salad. The salad had pears and lettuce with goat cheese and nuts. The view was also very nice. I stopped by a little store that was selling dried fruit, and I love dried fruit. So I bought some dried pineapple, and in the evening I walked around town in search for something to eat for dinner. Eating constantly, I know. But I did find my next favorite restaurant, El Camarón Buchón, and I ordered some shrimp tacos. A little while after, it began to rain, so I had to buy an umbrella. It was a big purple umbrella, perfect for the unexpected changes in weather. Mexico City can be dry 1 second, and then raining cats and dogs the next. The next day, I made myself an avocado toast with eggs and a strawberry and banana smoothie, my absolute favorite breakfast. I walked around downtown Mexico City to show you some different coffee shops, restaurants, clothing stores, and department shops in general that you can find in downtown Mexico City. Walking downtown eventually led me to arriving at the library. It's a famous library in Mexico City that has all different types of books. I had to go through security. I walked down the entrance. Here you can see the infinite amount of shelves of books. Is there a library like this where you live? Do you enjoy going to libraries? Just outside of the library, I found a little stand in Chinatown. So I bought some spring rolls with sweet sauce and soy sauce. We also got a little bao bread. I'm so excited to actually try one of these in China. For dinner, I was craving something with lots of condiments and spices. What food should I eat that has lots of condiments and spices? I went to an Arabic restaurant. I got some falafels, hokoke, pita bread, and I can't remember what the last thing was. If you know, tell me in the comments. It was so yummy. I couldn't stop eating and dipping my pita bread into every single dish. The next day, my stomach hurt a little bit, so I ordered a banana smoothie with kefir and yogurt. The view was very nice because we were surrounded by trees. That day, I had plans to get a tooth gem. I had always wanted one, so I went to get one. It was really cute while it lasted because it didn't last long. It lasted me about 24 hours. I forgot that I wear a retainer. So my retainer didn't fit with the tooth gem. What a waste of money, right? But to cheer myself up, I went to eat my favorite kind of food, Thai and Vietnamese food. It was so good. It brought back so many memories from Thailand and Vietnam. Obviously, not the same, but close. I ordered a banh mi sandwich and I saved room for our second meal, which was tacos de birria. It had so much cheese and grease. I used so many napkins. I always use a lot of napkins. I am a little bit of a messy eater. What about you? Are you a messy eater? Do you use lots of napkins too? On my last day in Mexico City, I wanted to go eat at a Chinese buffet. It had everything from fried food to different types of meat to vegetables, sweets, and even salads. And I went to the mall for my last meal. This was my trip in Mexico City. I really hope you enjoyed this video and let me know what new words you learned from this comprehensible input vlog. I would really appreciate if you would leave a like on this video so more people can see these videos and learn English as well.